Industry roles. Sound engineer. What is a sound engineer? Sound engineer is a professional who handles the technical side of music recording, mixing, and reproduction for various production companies, including ones in film, music, and television, and live effects. They use various technological equipment to manipulate sound in many different environments, from mixing instruments on a track in the studio to manipulating the acoustics in live settings. Sound engineers work consistently to perfect mixing and recording of major projects. What kinds of sound engineer are there? Recording engineer. They capture or produce sounds to help make songs. Artists, movies, and TV. Haven't said this before. And have expertise in studio equipment like that. Yeah, you got that? You specific. Mixing engineer and live sound engineer, almost the same thing, but one has to do it in real time. That takes a little bit more skill than just messing up and then being like, yeah, they balance instruments and they balance vocals and everything. Master engineer produces the final track, make sure it sounds okay, make sure that the real producer isn't just an idiot and thinks he sounds good. They need to make sure everyone thinks he sounds good. Broadcasting engineer do the same thing, but for stuff like propaganda. So yeah, that's that. Let's not talk about propaganda. That was really here, but it's random. Goodbye.
Okay, so the day in the life of an average sound engineer consists of contacting musicians and session musicians. Oh my god!
What just happened? You just go back a little bit. Why isn't it working? You don't have to speak.
Okay.
Oh, that's it. Very good.
So, again, the day in the life of an average sound engineer consists of contacting musicians and session musicians to plan recording sessions and arrange times for studios to be open so they can go in. They set up the equipment, keeping the atmosphere in mind and allowing room for each musician so everyone can play efficiently. They make sure that the volume is optimum for the recording and check that all recording equipment is ready. Eventually, recording, mixing, and mastering, making what they hopefully believe is the perfect track. Okay. Wait, you can just tap it. I don't know, maybe you can't.
We all love listening to our favorite music artists, but what does it take to make the song sound so good? Check out Mac sound mixing.
Nope. You have to walk in small street.
As a sound engineer, you're the one in charge of getting and capturing the recording of the artist or the musician cleanly into the computer. We're in charge of making sure the recording gets captured well. The typical workday, if it's a recording session, I'll come in and get all the mics set up and test all the levels and test the headphones, make sure that when the artist comes in, they can get right to work. I have been so lucky to work with tons of people, Usher, Beyonce, Maroon 5.
Sound engineers are very important for songwriters and producers because they help you bring what you have creatively in your head to life. And Mac is very good at doing that.
Having a little bit of understanding of electronics is a plus. Internships at a studio are a great way for students to cut their teeth. Some of the soft skills that you would need, definitely being a good communicator. Studio etiquette is a big one. You have to really love music in order to be in the music industry. There's a lot of setbacks, but if you can use your passion to get through a lot of that, it can be very rewarding.
Yeah, man, I think we got it. Come on up.
That sounds like a great job to me. To learn more about a career as a sound mixing engineer, go to Working Nation.
No. No. Stop that. So, if you're a sound engineer, you want to be getting paid, I imagine. Although your skill level kind of varies with the amount of pay you're getting. So a low end producer will probably get around $25 someone high end who's working with all the big dudes like the weekend or something. They're probably getting like 125k. There was one statistic I found that said the average pay for a sound engineer is around 200 to 250 pound a day, which seems like a bit much to me. And rarely they'll ever get any royalties other than like maybe 1% after the track is made, even though they kind of did like everything. Yeah. Next slide. To be a sound engineer, you're going to need some diplomas. And so you're going to need some diplomas in sound engineering, creative media, and music tech. And you're going to need some T-levels in media and broadcast. But I mean, that's not really essential because there's loads of engineers who have no qualifications at all. But that's how they can make money, so it doesn't really matter. Next slide. So, you might be thinking, where do I start as a sound engineer? Well, if you're lucky enough to live near like a club or something, you can go volunteer, or you can ask for an apprenticeship. You know, the apprenticeship gets you paid, so I imagine you want to do that one. Just got a staircase. Yeah, it's got a staircase on it. And after you've done a bit of that, you can start getting into freelancing, you can sell your work, you can sell your skill even. But for that, you're going to need quite a broad, what do we call it, understanding of music. So you could just specialise and like be good at one thing and then do a studio of it, or join a studio, which is, you know, kind of alright. I mean, you're going to need a lot of money to start a studio, but that's where you get good, isn't it? Next slide.
So, what organizations should you be a part of if you're a sound engineer? So, the Audio Engineering Society is an international organization connecting professionals within the field with each other and enhancing the world of sound engineering, offering education and training to all who want it. The Institute of Acoustics serves as the UK's professional body for those working in sound, noise and vibration. The Institute of Sound, Communications and Visual Engineers is a specialist body within the industry serving professionals in audio-visual technology. But that's it. Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Good stuff, guys. Really good. Just a couple of questions for you. You were talking about the differences between live engineers and studio engineers. What is the main difference between the two that a studio engineer can do and a live engineer can't do that makes it more difficult for the live engineer?
Can't ask for other people's opinions.
Yeah.
Think about the sound of the band you're working with.
Yeah, you kind of got to adapt a lot more when you're a live engineer. You got to adapt there and stuff like automation as well.
Yeah.
Like, you have to do it all yourself. It's like
So if there's something that doesn't sound good with the band in a studio, what can you do that a live sound engineer can't do?
fix it straight away, EQ it, like thoroughly. I don't know.
You can do it again. You can retake it.
Yeah.
You only get one shot live.
Yeah.
Good presentation. Nice one, guys. Thank you.